So yesterday we connected back to the story about the leaping of the frogs, and we talked about the number of legs on a human as compared to the number of legs on the animal that you chose previously, and the animal having 4 legs and what relationships we were noticing. To bring us back to what we were doing, I created a chart over here similar to the page that you have, so we can refer to this as we're discussing. So I need to fill out my chart here, and I need some of your help with that. 1 times 2 was? 2. 1 times 4 is? 4. 2 times 2 is? 4. 2 times 4 is?
8.
3 times 2 is?
6.
3 times 4 is?
12.
4 times 2 is?
8.
4 times 4 is?
16.
5 times 2 is?
10.
And 5 times 4 is?
20.
And then once you had your calculations done, you were looking at and noticing how the facts, the products, were similar in the 2 different columns. I would like for you to look back at your answers that you wrote yesterday and have a brief conversation at your quad about what were the things that you noticed. What did you write down on your page? Discuss.
Okay. I noticed that each number is being doubled, like 2, 4, 4, 8, 6, 12, and the 4 is being added to the 2. And I also noticed that they are all equal. I actually noticed the same thing. Did you notice anything different? No, but the answer for each 2 facts is double to make the answer for the full fact. I noticed that each number is doubled up to 10, and I also noticed that the number from 2 is I noticed that if you add the same number in the 2's, you get to equal the numbers on the 4 side. I noticed that because 2, and if you add another 2, then that equals 4. And if you add a 4 to the 4, then you get to the 8.
So like
And it's 6 plus 6.
it's like when you need to practice your 4, it's just like the easy 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Like when you do your times, it's like in order.
To add
Okay, who would like to share some of the things that they noticed? Natalia, what did you notice?
I noticed that if you add the same number on the 2, you get to equal the number on the 4 side.
So if I added this number twice, I would get this number. What's another way of saying if I added something twice? Maria?
That you double the 2?
I doubled it. If I doubled the 2. Okay. Did anybody else notice that? Was that true for all of the
No.
sections?
No.
If I double 2, will I get 4?
Yes.
If I double 4, will I get 8?
Yes.
If I double 6, will I get 12?
Yes.
If I double 8, will I get 16?
Yes.
If I double 10, will I get 20?
Yes.
So is it true all the way down?
Yes.
Okay. What else was noticed? Dominic,
Division?
what about division? Tell me.
Like the 8. So 4
this one?
times 8 and 4 times 4. Then 16 divided by 8 equals 2.
Oh, so you're looking at this row and you're saying 16 divided by 8 would equal 2.
And all the rest.
And is that true here? Is 8 divided by 4 equal to 2?
Yes.
And is 4 divided by 2 equal to 2?
Yes.
Anything else that you noticed?
I noticed that there are
Okay, so my products of a 2 factor is going to be less than my products of a 4 factor. Kayla? They're all even numbers. Did anybody else notice that they were all even numbers on both sides? I want to go back to what Natalia was saying about how it's double. So I'm trying to picture, like we had here for our visual with our fun with 3s, a way that I could show that here. So if I'm going to use pink, 1 times 2 equals 2, there would be my 2 dots. If you said I could double this answer to get this answer, right? That was what we agreed as the pattern. So if I had 1 set of 2 and another set of 2, it doubled. My blue are my doubles. Is that 4?
Yes.
Could I continue with that down the road?
Yes.
So 2 times 2 being 4, 2 times 4 being 8, how many sets of 4 would I need? 2. There's my 1 set. And my second set, right? Will that continue?
Yes.
Will my pattern continue?
Yes.
Okay. So with that in mind, if I know that my products of 4 are doubled my products of 2, and I have a visual to, and I have a visual to go with that, I'm going to ask you to discuss at your group your next question. Your next question is, how might this understanding here help us remember our 4 facts? If I'm struggling with my 4s, how can I figure it out with the information we've just discussed? Okay, so take a minute and lean into your quad and discuss what your answer to that question might be. Discuss.
So we could do, if you know your truth, you just could add 2 in each of them. So 4 facts, I agree. You have to have a sense of how okay, so we could put that your 2 facts, your 4 facts are your 2 facts, but just double. Why do you need the 4? Like none? No. Why not double? It's just 10. It's B.
So if you did 2. Yeah. Oh. 4 times 9. So you do 2 times 9. But you don't double it.
9 times 3. No. It says remember your 4 facts. How might this help you remember your 4 facts? So you like do will you double it? Double what? Double it. Double the 4. To get one of those. What will that help Why do you think that's true? What if you didn't even know that 2 by 4s? How? Then I could do just like 4 and like split it, and now it would be a 2.
They do 2 times 9 and then split it in 6. Nice?
So it could be a 2. And then how? And why a 2? Why do you want a 2?
They want to do time, but they can't do subtraction. So it's either addition, like you need to do, or subtraction, which one is it? Okay. So next time we say, because we asked how, and you need to give us like
this can help
like just by mental math. But if
this can help me
by subtraction.
by like if I really don't do that, then I could just move on to
Okay, what are some ways that you might be able to figure out your fours with this information? Jessica.
So when you could know your 4, because you don't know your 4, you could just, if you know 3 times 2, but you don't know what 3 times 4 is, and you know what 3 times 2 is, 3 times 2 equals 6, and you don't know what 3 times 4 is,
That's
you actually multiply 6 and you get the answer.
Okay, so if I'm working on my 3 times 4 and I don't know that, she's saying I can think about what is my 3 times 2 and double that to figure out what 3 times 4 is. How many of you thought of that as well? Were there any other ideas for how else you could figure it out? Natalia?
This, how I can remember my 4 facts is like I already know my 2 facts, and if I forget my 4s, then I could just double, just add a 2 to get 4, and then add like 20 to get 40.
So again, you're going back to your doubling facts. If I know what the double is, then I can figure out by doubling the double. Remember when we talked about our 3s, we were looking for strategies to help us understand and figure out our 3s facts if we were stuck, and we noticed that if we found the double of the number and we added just one more set, we could figure it out. With our 4s, we can take our double and double it, and that will give us our 4. Okay, so in your own words, I would like for you to answer the question, how might this information help you to remember your 4 facts? Right.
Okay.